Hey, here with Tac Anderson from HP. He's a social media manager there, and just asked Tac to sit down with us after our event here, and just going to ask him a couple questions. So, welcome, Tac.
Thank you.
And just to kind of start things off, obviously working at HP, more of a corporate type of situation. There's a lot of companies that are trying to pitch this to their upper management, or trying to bring that culture within their company. What's the best way that a company can engage in the conversation of social media, and also be able to tie like an ROI, I should say, factor to it? So what's the best way to start and to actually prove that, hey, it is a viable solution?
So just to rephrase, so where should they start in social media, and then how do they prove that out from a value standpoint? I always, where to start really depends on, I think, your company. I kind of tend to default towards the basics. If you don't have a company blog, start a company blog. The intent or the purpose may vary, but I think there's a lot of different approaches. You just really have to stand back and look at, what makes sense for our company, what makes sense for our customer, those type of things. And then, as far as ROI, I think there's two things that I advise everyone on. One, especially in this market, look at return on total investment. So one, I think, easy sell to management right now is that if you can prove that, look, we can do what we've been doing more cost effectively through social media, because it tends to be more using manpower than dollars. I think there's some significant savings and value that can be added there. And then, bonus on top of that, my experience has been I've been able to move the needle on top a lot more as well. So, we're increasing our results using social media, but we're also driving down our costs simultaneously. So, if you look at return on total investment, you're getting a much bigger return than just looking at the top of the needle. The second thing I always tell people too is just start with what you're already measuring. If you're measuring share of voice, if you're using that PR measurement, start there. If you're using unique visitors to the site, or if you're using click-through rates, or whatever it is you're measuring today, whatever that value is, start with that, because it's much easier to start with social media and align it with what you're measuring than it is to recreate the whole wheel and start with your measurements.